Hello and welcome to Near Dark Podcast, episode 55. And today we are gonna talk about a movie called ThanksKilling 3. But before we do that, let's welcome the rest of the crew. We have Angel
Morning.
and Joseph
Oi.
and myself, Zombie.
And before we forget this time Augie is in the Nam War again. We don't know why. He has likes Nam War, you know?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's the Chuck Norris of the podcast.
Yeah.
It do be like that. And before we move on any more, how are you guys feeling?
Tired as fuck.
Same.
I
Uh,
think we are the tired gang.
yeah, I don't know why I'm tired because I haven't done anything today. But just like I haven't slept for like 2 weeks.
Hmm.
So, and I'm on a temporary setup today, so I don't have a clue how this will sound. Hopefully, it does.
My god, I can't hear you.
You
for
are
a
lagging
second.
so hard that it's impossible to hear you.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Great.
Well, we lost Joseph.
Anyways.
He got eaten by the void that is technology.
Yep. I mean, one day we're gonna die to technology. That's how easy it is. Like, haven't you seen the movies? Like, Are You Robot and shit? Like, we're gonna die to technology. We're gonna start building bots. I mean, we're already building sex robots. It's not far away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But some people will survive considering how they act around their Roombas. And some people will die to their Roombas considering they are already weaponizing them.
Kick W.
But yes, do anyone have any recently seen?
Do you guys hear me?
No, we are.
Yes. Welcome back. Land of the Living.
The only thing I really watched is I watched Friday the 13th, the first movie, because me and my current boyfriend, we were planning on watching all movies up to the one we were going to record, but things happened, so I couldn't show up, and we only managed to watch one of them, which was kind of sad, but he liked it, so that's pretty good.
Nice.
And I watched, what's it called? It's a TV show. It's more of a drama romance show than a horror, but they have like the horror fling here and there. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, they made a remake of the original on Netflix. 3 seasons are out right now, and season 4 is coming out in December. And it was actually pretty good if you like fantasy, witches, warlocks, cats, whatever. It's a solid watch if you find that stuff entertaining.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Joseph?
Trying to think. The only thing I watched is An American Werewolf in London. A lot of people think that it's a classic, I guess. I personally think that the movie looks good and it's very well acted. It got some set pieces here and there which are really good, and the effects looks really, really, really good. Even though the movie is almost 40 years old. But I was was so fucking bored during most of the running time of that movie. It was a lot of build up up to basically nothing. Excuse me. You got like this long build up after the prologue of the movie, with a couple of dream sequences here and there, and then you get like a semi-climax about halfway through, which happens just like in the blink of a second. Like if you blink, you miss it. And then it continues to build up until the end to this climax, which is over in about 2 minutes. And when the end credits started to roll, me and Mom was like, "Okay, that's it." So I thought it was an okay movie, but overall, it's nothing I'm gonna run my legs up to watch ever again, really.
I watched it some time ago, like a few years back, and I thought it was ass. The book is way better.
There was a sequel in 1997 called An American Werewolf in Paris. But I've heard that movie this is a piece of shit, but at least from the fans of the Young Landis movie. So yeah, but I don't know. I haven't seen that one. But that's pretty much everything I've watched since we last recorded.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? Have you watched anything?
No. As usual.
Surprise.
What can I say? I'm not really a movie person per se.
Well, you surprised us on the Friday episode.
I like to surprise people sometimes. Keep them on their toes.
Yeah.
Never know.
By the way, that episode turned out to be a bit delirious because we were talking all over the place.
Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Well, it was fitting to the movie, so I guess.
Yeah, let's hop on to the trailer of ThanksKilling 3.
No.
ThanksKilling 2 has been destroyed. Only one copy remains, and Turkey will stop at nothing to get it. Gravy. You shall not peck!
Foul-mouthed villain Turkey carves through the likes of a rapping grandma, a mindless puppet, a wig-wearing inventor, a bisexual space worm, and their equally ridiculous friends on his quest to recover the last copy of ThanksKilling 2. And I would like to hear from Joseph. What did you think of the movie?
Oh boy, I think this movie is absolute garbage. I mean, you guys know that I always try to find at least something that redeems the movie, even if the movie in itself is pretty much a piece of shit. But man, oh man, ThanksKilling 3. Uh, I don't think it got any redeeming qualities to it at all, to be honest. Compared to the first movie, uh, which was running for like 65 or 70 minutes, I think. This piece of shit has a bloated running time of about 100 minutes. Um, and it got so much filler and, drawn out jokes that it just makes the movie into a endurance test more than anything else. And the script feels the script it feels like it's been written by a 10-year-old, to be honest.
Yeah.
I can appreciate what they try to do here and the fact that there must have been a lot of hard work getting the movie made. But thanks to the uninteresting script, which, like I said, it's all over the place. And the Family Guy-esque drawn out shitty jokes. I just can't stand it.
Yeah.
I actually had a headache throughout most of the movie while I was watching it. So yeah, that sums up what I think about it. Really, I think the movie should have. I think the movie should have just been about Turkey going on a rampage in the search of this quote unquote missing sequel. That would have just that that would have been fine for the movie.
Hmm.
But instead they chosen to throw all the other shit going on in there, which just bloats the movie out. It just makes it into a incoherent mess at the end of the day.
Very much so.
Yeah, the first movie is not a good movie. I I won't defend that one, but this one, man, this movie is in another league by itself. So yeah, my rating will be 2 out of 10, and I just give it a 2 because uh, I can appreciate what they try to do, but the result is shit. So yeah, that's my thoughts about it.
That's fair. That's fair. Angel?
I'm pretty sure this movie is how it feels to have a bad acid trip. Like straight off. I've never done drugs, but I'm pretty sure this is how it feels having a bad acid trip.
I, I felt that during some segments of the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like, oh, here's turkey vision. It's like, did I take acid by accident? Hello?
and that fighting scene though.
It was so weird. Like
I watched this movie like 5 hours ago, and I can't even remember that. That's
I
how
watched
much.
this movie, like, I finished watching it about 2 hours ago. Then I had to take a nap, and I'm like, the best memories I have of watching this is
You're going to sleep.
Yes. Like my best memory of this movie, like, see, I can barely even say what memory. What I meant was gangster grandma and the gay worm, because he ain't fucking, he's not he is definitely not bisexual. He's gay as shit.
Yeah.
And this is Muppets on acid.
Well,
So,
there is a good Muppets on acid, and it's called Meet the Feebles.
no, it's not as good as Muppets on acid. It gave me fucking nightmares for years. I can still not watch a stop motion movie or a Muppets movie without just like, nah.
When did you
What was the name?
Meet the Feebles? When did you see that movie? Can't remember me showing you that one.
I think it was you, me, and really tall dude you used to hang out with. Tall and skinny. Like he looked like he was anorectic.
Otti.
No.
Okay. I can't remember them.
Anyways, yeah, like I had nightmares for years after that.
Neat.
I think it's a good movie. It's funny as shit.
What was the name of it?
Meet the Feebles. It's Peter Jackson. He did it between Bad Taste and Brain Dead. Peter Jackson is the guy who directed. I can't remember the English title of those movies. The Ring series trilogy. The Hobbits.
Okay.
And he also did The Frighteners and the remake 2005 remake of King Kong as well.
Yeah, no, that whole Muppets movie was fucking terrifying. It's not a good movie. Anyways.
It is. But continue on.
Anyways.
What would you rate this?
I wouldn't rate it at all because I'm never gonna go back and watch it. I've watched this. This is my second time watching it.
Yeah,
I don't remember why or how, but I know I found it somewhere and I was like, hey, we should watch this. And it's like, why?
I think it was Tagger who told me about the first ThanksKilling, and I checked it out and I saw that there were a sequel as well. So
Yeah, maybe.
I got my hands on them and we watched them.
Yeah. I'm not gonna rate this. I'm gonna say stay the fuck away from it because it's shit and it's a waste of time. Like, really, that is what it is. It's really a solid waste of time.
Yeah. For once, I actually agree with you.
And it is just like, it's like they didn't know what they wanted to do with the movie. It's just like, what's it called?
They just threw the kitchen sink and everything into it.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's like whoever wrote this movie were on acid while writing it, and it's just not good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's legit what
Yeah.
I legit thought, like, drugs must have been involved, like, in the making of this movie. If there cannot be, like, an instance where drugs weren't involved because of moments in, like, the movie. And, like, I felt, it's, as you said, like, is this what it feels like being on LSD?
Yeah.
I don't like it. And, like, I went in with the expectation that this movie was gonna be, like, so bad that it's good. Because I didn't expect it to be, like, amazing.
Yeah.
but it felt very much like an early like YouTube movie.
Yeah, like
Like
a school project or something.
Yeah.
yeah, that or like if you like maybe YouTubers from like 2010, maybe to 2007,
Yeah,
like
7-9 somewhere there.
came together to make like this movie and post it to YouTube. Like it
Mm.
felt like a shit post, like through and through. Like holy shit.
I mean, at least in my opinion, they're not taking themselves seriously, and I can appreciate that at least. Like they know they made a shit movie.
Yeah.
I think like that's the most redeeming thing about the movie, like in the first place, is the fact that like that they don't take themselves seriously.
Hmm. Because like if they would have taken themselves seriously in this movie, it's just like nah. It would.
It would have been worse. It would
Yeah,
have been so much worse.
definitely. Like they knew they were making a shit show and they stuck with it.
At, but at the same time, like they knew like what they were doing, but at the same time, usually when people do that kind of thing, they at least have something like redeeming about it. Like we know we're making a shit show. We didn't try and make anything good, but we at least like know what we want to do with it.
Hmm.
This movie didn't have that.
Yeah.
They didn't know what they wanted to do with it.
No.
They didn't have a clear goal with like any of the characters. And I think that is what made the movie so bad.
I think the only character they really knew what they wanted to do with was Turkey, but that's because like in the first movie they established he's an evil turkey. He likes killing people,
Yeah,
and that's what they stuck with. Is only that he in this tape that he had done some form of ritual while recording it, and that's why he wanted to get it back to show it to humanity because whatever reason.
it would kill them.
Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, he has an evil plan, but it sucks ass because because this Muppet is on an adventure to find her mind for whatever reason that looks like a female reproduction system.
I was not the only one that thought that. Thank fuck.
That subplot doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, and then like the Thanksgiving
Land.
yeah, is like what they had to force Thanksgiving into the movie somehow, and it's like we're
Well,
gonna make a
Yeah. Well, the first movie takes place on Thanksgiving.
yeah.
This movie doesn't have anything to do with Thanksgiving, really.
Yeah, and then it's like this freaking Muppet thingy that I have no idea. I'm done.
Yeah, and I would say like I would give it a 1,
Mm.
and that's simply because some of the like special effects were endearing, and that's why it gets that 1, not 0.
Like whenever the worm becomes a sausage and kisses Muffin.
Like that took me off guard. That was a like a good moment. I that was one of the things I like. Like it was out of place, but it did what it had to do, and like it was never mentioned. So, and yeah, otherwise, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this movie.
Neither do I. I usually have a lot to talk about a movie, but this one, I mean, my mind is blank. It's I
Yeah.
barely remember it, and I watched it just a couple of hours ago.
Yeah.
So
The only thing I remember clearly is the intro. Because it took me off guard.
oh yeah, the tits.
Yeah, like you start the movie, nipple, and it's like, what? Excuse me.
Nice tits in
Uh,
space,
uh,
bitch. It's like, what?
I think
Yeah.
the chick who is in the introduction was fuck, what's she called? Wanda Lust, I think. It said in the credits in the beginning of the movie. I think she was in the first one as well, because the first one starts off
Yeah.
with a pilgrim chick with her tits out running from Turkey.
Yeah, it's just fucking
Yeah, I think one of the advertisements for the first movie was the tits from the first second or something like that.
weird. I mean, like, comparing the two, ThanksKilling 1 is incredibly much better than
Yeah,
this
it's
one.
yeah, it's not a good movie by any means, but it got some entertainment value in it.
Yeah, and it's just
Because
like
of how shitty it is.
yeah, and it sticks to the concept of oh, this is a killer turkey that runs around killing people because someone pissed on his grave, basically. And like, yeah, okay, that's a pretty solid concept.
Yeah, it's simple.
It's
Simple,
completely
easy,
idiotic, but it works.
simple, and it works, and it's not great, but it's way better than this.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah,
Would have much rather rewatch the first one than this ever again.
yeah.
Kudos to the people that made it, but what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was probably a very hard shoot to get everything done.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I think they could have reworked the script and cut out like 30 minutes of drawn out shit. Really.
Yeah, like the movie felt extremely long,
Yeah.
and like so much, yet so little happened, and it was like, well, a lot has happened plot-wise, which is still not a good plot. Like, how long in are we? I checked. 20 minutes. I have an hour left. Fuck me, I guess. Even more happens. How far along are we now? 30 minutes. I don't like this anymore.
I think I'd rather sit down and just stare at the wall clock than rewatch this movie again. To be honest.
I think that would be more interesting too.
Yeah,
I mean,
without a
like,
doubt.
I'll give the movie kudos that it always has something happening, so, like, it uses its runtime, definitely, but it doesn't cover that it sucks ass.
Well, it uses
Yeah.
its running time, but if they had cut out all of the unnecessary bullshit, they could have gotten a movie around 65, 70 minutes, which would have been a lot tighter running time for this type of movie, you know.
Hmm.
So,
I felt like if they really wanted to, they could have made this movie like 30 minutes.
yeah.
Maybe even 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they gotta suck out as much money as possible from the movie, even if it most likely boomed at the box office and was a direct-to-DVD release.
Well,
because-
this was a direct to DVD release. This did go up on the same
I
theaters.
mean, I don't think they even would let it go on the theater.
No.
Like, look at it. It's
No.
Yeah.
like it's perverted because it wants to be perverted, not because it's to the plot. It's just disgusting and sick and nah.
And it feels like Zombie said, it feels like some shit you would upload on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, like back in the day, that's legit something like you would see.
Yeah. Yeah.
It it has the quality of it, and legit, there could have been a better movie like made on YouTube than that. I think like there was this movie, what was the name of it? Like King Fury. I didn't
Oh
Oh,
see it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
I didn't see it. I saw like the trailer of it. Random as fuck,
yeah, it is, but
but
it's
still
Dead.
better than this.
it's
I
fucking
mean-
awesome.
David Hasselhoff just kicking the shit out of people as a cop. Yes.
Yeah, and like this guy going, what time period is this? Like the Viking Age. Ah, that explains the dinosaurs. Like, what? But it still was better. Like,
Yeah, I mean they made the concept
it,
work
it,
and the like the script worked and everything. Well, here it's just like it's a mashup and it doesn't make sense.
like you can have a movie that feels very random, but if you do it right, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They
that's what I mean with the bloated running time. There's too much shit thrown in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have gone that route with throwing basically all and everything they were thinking of into the movie, but they could have shortened down the running time
Yeah.
to make it more fast paced.
Yeah, a lot of dialogue could have been cut.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if they had the Hoff in the movie, then that would have been better. I mean, see some David Hasselhoff titties. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Neat.
I mean, see the Hoff run. Yeah. Good.
Do we have any trivia?
I dug up a little bit.
I noticed one thing, and that's that the turkey quotes a horror movie.
Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, they quote Evil Dead 2. That's all I got. Like that, I noticed it, and it was very like on the nose. Like we're quoting this movie.
And also
Instead
Lord of
of
the Rings.
instead of saying groovy, he says gravy.
Yeah,
But it's a blatant reference to Evil Dead 2.
yeah.
And also you have Lord of the Rings, You Shall Not Pass.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. That's the movies I was talking about. Peter Jackson directing. That was Lord of the Rings. I couldn't remember what the hell they were called in English.
Yeah,
I heard next to nothing in there.
same.
Okay, moving on.
Yep. I don't think we can drag this episode out much longer.
I mean, do you want to drag it out much longer? It's not like we're getting anything from talking about this.
We can do like the movie did and drag it out as long as we want.
I got some background.
Whatever you said, go for it.
Okay. The movie was apparently funded through a successful Kickstarter campaign where they raised over $100,000. And as of 2012, ThanksKilling 3 was the highest funded horror film on Kickstarter, apparently. It took over 50 days to shoot, and the Blarth, the Franken turkey suit, was worn, and performed by creature effects designer Troy Smith. The suit itself was built out of wood, chicken wire, and spray foam, which made it incredibly heavy. A small monitor was attached inside for Troy to operate from. And the last thing I got here is that the poster artwork was designed by Rolf Krauss of Falcon White after the filmmakers found his work online and approached him with a job. That's everything I got.
Okay. What is the next movie we're gonna talk about?
I believe the next movie is Yay! Christmas special!
Oh yeah!
We are going to talk about Gremlins and Secret Santa! Woo!
Whoop whoop!
Yay!
And
And
for
what-
those who like continuously listen to us, I know normally Augie would have his pick right now, but it's so much to do up to Christmas that we have moved it until next year. So
Yeah.
stay tuned for an actual like scheduled episode in January, while December we're going to have Christmas and New Year's specials at least.
Yep.
Indeed. Thank you for mentioning that. And what are we gonna play out with today?
We're gonna play. I don't know if you guys watched the movie until after the credits.
No.
But,
I did.
okay. Okay. Well, the grandmother
Like a
character
song.
was rapping a song for like.
Oh yeah, rapper grandma, yeah.
Yeah. So we are gonna play out with that song. It's made by Mark M. And it's called "Sprinkle of Wrinkle."
Okay.
I watched that. No.
Zombie cries,
I do. On the inside.
suffering.
But yeah. This is it for us this episode.
Thank God.
Thank you for listening. I hope to hear from you in the next episode. And let's say goodbye to the good people. Goodbye.
Goodbye, good folks.
Don't forget if you want to hear more from us, poke that subscribe button, and yeah, always.
Ring the bell.
Hopefully we get to see you next week. Yeah, next month when we release the next episode. Whoa! Stay happy, stay healthy, and goodbye, good folks.
Gobble gobble, motherfucker.
The name's Flowers, bitch, and I'm an old fucking rapper. Me and 30B, we tear it up at Napa. We got a 3-prong glass of gangster Merlot. Cause we be gangster heads, and that's what gangster heads do. Boom, shakalaka, ain't that what they say? I got a Glock with your name on it every day. Discount at McDonald's, I'd like me a McChicken. There's a hole in my box that you could stick a dick in. I'm a bingo queen, don't you ever forget. I'm like B-I-N when I go spit. Hairy and black, I like 'em big like King Kong. Pull my diaper to the side,